All right, Shabbat Shalom, good morning. Welcome to our Shabbat morning, July 4th services, 2020. Please feel free to sing along at your home, but not here, although there are two people in the room. One helping with sounds is Simon, and the other Jacqueline Palchik, who will be reading Torah. We are very, very far apart in distance, so not to worry if you hear their voices, but because they may do some singing along live. We're going to begin with the morning blessings on page 73 this morning. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, asher natan l'sechvi ben yom uven laila. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, shasani b'tzalmo. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, shasani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, shasani ben chorin. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, pokech ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, malbish arumim. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, zokef kefufim. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, roka'at al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, shasali kol tzarki. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, hamichim mitzadik gaber. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, ozer Yisrael b'gvura. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, oter Yisrael b'tifara. Baruch atah Adonai l'mechalam, hanoten le'ayef koach. We may be seated. ונהנה בכל יום, לכן החסד רחמים בעיניך, ואין קוראינו, תמלא חסדים טובים, ברוך אתה אדוני, גומל חסדים טובים לעמו ישראל, יהי רצון לפניך אדוני אלוהי, ואלוהי אבותיי. ריבון כל העולמים. אבל אנחנו, עמך בני בריתך. אשרינו מה טוב חלקנו, מה נעים גורלנו, מה יפה ירושתנו, אשרינו שאנחנו משכימים, מריבים ערב הבוקר, ואומרים פעמיים בכל יום, שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד, ושמחו לעולם ועד. קדש את שמך ומקדשי שמך, וקדש את שמך בעולמך, ושפט חטאים ותרביע קרנינו, ברוך אתה אדוני, מקדש את שמך ברבים. Little bit from the Chumash, talking about the purification ritual of the Para Aduma, the red heifer, which we'll be reading about later in Torah. Ramban, noting that the passage comes immediately after the completion of the Mishkan, the tabernacle, and the challenge to Aaron's priesthood with Korach, understands it as a way of preventing ritually unfit people from violating the sanctity of the Mishkan. Israel of Ruzhin points out that this cow purifies the impure, but renders the pure impure. God similarly purifies those who approach the sanctuary in a spirit of humility, with knowledge of their own inadequacies, but condemns those who come in a spirit of arrogance and a claim to perfection. Page 84. Yiratzom b'fnei Adonai Eloheinu v'lehevotenu, shetiten chelkeinu b'toratecha, v'niyam mitzvot b'naf shel Aaron HaKohen, ohev shalom v'rei shalom, ohev ha'briut u'mikavan laTorah. Page 87, Psalm for Shabbat. Mizmor Shir L'Yom HaShabbat. Tzadik Tamar Yifrach, Keres Barvanon Yizkeh Shetulim Beveit Adonai Bechatzrot Eloheinu Yafrichu Od Yenubun Beseva Deshenim Berananim Yehu Lehagid Ki Yashar Adonai Tzuri Velo Avatapo. Page 95, Mizmor Shir Chanukata Bayit L'David. Page 99, Baruch Shemar. Baruch Shemar v'hayaolam. Baruch Oseh Bereshit.
Baruch Omer v'Yosef.
Baruch Gozer Mekayim.
Baruch Rachem al haaretz.
Baruch Merachem al habriot.
Baruch Sholem Sefer Tov l'Re'ah.
Baruch Chada Advekam leNetzach.
Baruch Kodel Matzil Baruch Shemao.
Baruch Atanai leMechalam Elav. Yachid Kelamim Melech Mishpak V'Edat Shma Gadol. Baruch Atanai Melech Mechulal Batishbacho. 134. Hallelujah, 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 El Bekocho. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Berkia Uzo. Hallelujah, 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 big Burotav. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Kerov, good Lord. Hallelujah, 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 betake a shofar. Hallelujah, hallelujah, never vechinor. Hallelujah, 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 betov umachor. Hallelujah, hallelujah, beminim beugav. Hallelujah, 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 betil tzalei shama. Hallelujah, hallelujah, betil tzalei trua. Kol hanchamate hallelujah, kol hanchamate hallelujah, kol hanishamate hallelujah, hallelujah, kol hanishamate hallelujah, hallelujah. Page 143. Nishmat kol chai tevarech et shimcha. Yidmelach umi yeshvelach umi yaroch lach. Ha'el ha'gadol gibor v'nara el elyon k'nei shamayim va'aretz. Nehalelcha nishabecha v'referecha v'rechet shem kodshecha. K'amor la David barchi nefshe et Adonai v'chol kravai et shem kodsho. Ha'el b'tatzmod uzecha ha'gadol b'kvod shemecha. Ha'gibor l'netzach v'nara v'noratecha. Ha'melech ha'yoshev al kisei ram v'nisa. Shochenad marom v'kadosh shemo. V'chatu v'ranu tzadikim b'Adonai v'yesharim nava tehila v'fi yesharim tithalal uv'divrei tzadikim titkabarach uv'ishon chasidim titromam uv'kerev kedoshim titkadash uv'makalot rivevot Amcha Beit Yisrael, Brina Mipar, Shimcha Makina Bechol Dor, Vador, Sheken Chovat, Koytzorim Lefenecha Adonai Eloheinu, V'lahei Avotenu, Lehodot Lehalel Shabeach, Lefaer L'Ramem Lehader, Levarech Lehalei Ol Kales, Al Kol Divrei Shirot V'Tishbachot, David Ben Yishai Avdecha, Meshichecha, Yishtabach Shimcha Le'ad Malkeinu. Ha'el ha'melech ha'gadol v'kadosh v'shamayim v'aretz ki l'chana Adonai Eloheinu v'levotenu Shir shvacha v'lev v'zimra Hozim v'mshala, netzach gerula, urat v'hila v'tiferet, kedusha u'malchut, berachot v'hodahot, me'ata ve'ad olam. Baruch atah Adonai, melech gadol b'tishbachot, elot adon niflot, abacher b'shirei zimra, melech elchei ha'olamim. And we skip Chatzi Kaddish and Baruch Hu without the presence of a physical minion. Yotzer Or, page 153. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Yotzer Or v'choshech, Oseh shalom uvareh et hakol, hakol yoducha v'hakol yishabchucha, v'hakol yoruin kedosh karoi. Ein ge'erkecha ve'ein zulatecha, efes biltecha, umidom melach. Ein ge'erkecha ve'ein zulatecha, efes biltecha, umidom melach. Ein ge'erkecha Adonai Eloheinu ba'olam hazeh, ve'ein zulatecha malkeinu l'chayei ha'olam haba, efes biltecha golenu limot ha'mashiach. Yondo melech HaMashiach l'tchiyat hametim. El Adon al kol ha'masim baruch u'mvarach befi kol neshama golo v'tuvo male olam da'at u'tvuna sovevim oto hamika'eh al chayot ha'kodesh v'nedar bechavod al hamerkava zechut u'mishor lifnei chiso chesed v'rachamim lifnei kevodo tovim me'orot shebara Eloheinu yitzaram v'da'at v'vina u'chazkel koach u'gvura natan ba'em liot moshlim b'kerev tevel v'le'im ziv u'vikim noga na'ezivam b'chol ha'olam שמחים בצאתם וששים בבואם עושים בהם הרצון קונם פאר וכבוד לשמות צהלה ורינה לזכר מלכותו קרא לשמש ויזרח אור רעה והתקין צורה הלבנה שבח נותנים לו כל צבאם ארום תפארת וגדולה שרפים ואופנים וחיות הקודש אל ששבת מכל המעשים. אשר פסי ידיך ואומר שעשית יפרוך הסלע תתברך בצורנו מלכנו וגואלנו בורא קדושים ישתבח שמך לעד מלכנו. We're on page 159, page 159. וכולם פותחים את פיהם בקדושת תורה בשירה ובזמרה מברכים ומשבחים, דברים ומריצים ומקדישים וממליכים את שם האל המלך הגדול הגיבור והנורא קדוש הוא. וכולם מקבלים עליהם ומלכות שמיים זה מזה ורשות זה לזה להקדיש את רצונם בנחת רוח בשפה ובנימה קדושה כולם כאחד עונים ואומרים ביראה קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלך הארץ כבודו. באופן וקודש פרש גדול מן הסמים והצרפים למעתם משבחים ואומרים ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקום לא ברוך נימות ייתנו. אור חדש על ציון תאיר אור חדש על ציון תאיר ונזכה כולנו מהרה לאורו, מהרה לאורו. ברוך אתה אדוני יוצר המאורות. 163 Ava Rabba Avtanu Adonai Eloheinu Chem Lagedol Avitera Chamata Aleinu Avinu Malkeinu Bavur Avotenu Shabbat Vecha Avinu Malkeinu Vatilamdem Chukei Chaim Ken Techonenu Lamdenu Avinu Ha'av Harahaman Hamrachem Rachem Aleinu V'tein b'libenu lehavinu haskil lishloah lil'lemod u'lilamed lishmor v'lasot Ukayem et kol divrei Talmud Toratecha be'ahava V'ha'er enenu be'toratecha V'dabek libeinu b'mitzvotecha V'yached livavenu le'ahava U'yira et shemecha V'lo nevosh Le'olam va'ed V'lo nevosh Le'olam va'ed Ki b'shem kodshecha Dol v'hana rabatanu Nagila v'nismecha Bishuatecha V'havienu l'shalom Me'arba kanfot haaretz V'tolichenu kol mimiyut Le'artzeinu Ki el poel Yeshuot ata Uvanu v'acharta mikolam v'lashon V'keraftanu l'shimcha hagadol selah Be'emet la'odot lecha U'liachedcha be'ahava Baruch atah Adonai Abocher b'mo Yisrael be'ahava Melech Ne'eman Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha V'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha Ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele Asher Anochi Metzavecha Hayom al levavecha V'shinantam levanecha V'dibarta b'ham V'shivtecha b'veitecha Uvlechtecha v'derech Uv'shokbecha uv'kumecha Ukshartam leod al yadecha V'hayu letotafot Bein enecha Uchtavtam Al mezuzot beitecha U'visharecha L'man tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim lo'echem ani Adonai Elohechem asher hotzeti etchem eretz Mitzrayim liot lachem Elohim ani Adonai Elohechem emet Adonai Elohechem emet V'dor v'dor kayam u'shmo kayam v'chison achon u'mechoto v'yemeto li'ad kayam et v'dvarav kayim v'kayamim Adonai Eloheinu v'lavotenu malkeinu l'chavotenu g'olinu goel avotenu yotzenu to Yeshuatenu p'nei matzalim v'nelam shemecha ein Elohim zulatecha ezrat avotenu atahu me'olam. Tilo Elyon Baruch Umvorach Moshe ben Ezra Chanu Shira B'Simcha Rabba V'Yamru Kulam Mi Chamocha Ba'elim Adonai Mi Kamocha Nedar B'Kodesh Nora Tehilot Osei Feleh Shira Chadasha Shibhu Geulim Leshimcha Asvatayam Yachad Kulam Hodu V'Himlehu Ve'amru Adonai Imloch Le'olam Va'ed Sur Yisrael Kuma Be'ezra Yisrael Uvdechinu Mecha Yehuda Ve'Yisrael Go Aleinu Adonai Tzvaot Shemho Kedosh Yisrael Baruch Atah Adonai Gal Yisrael. Private Amidah, pages 175 through 192. Sim shalom tova uvracha chen v'chesed v'rachamim v'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael amecha barcheinu avinu kulanu ke'echad ve'or panecha Kiv yor panecha natata lanu Adonai Eloheinu Sim shalom ba'olam tova uvracha chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael amecha Torat chaim ve'avat chesed Utzdaka uvracha ve'rachamim ve'chaim ve'shalom sim simcha, ba'olam tova ubracha. Chen v'chesed v'rachamim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael amecha v'tov be'einecha levarech et amcha Yisrael b'chol eit u'b'chol shah b'shlomecha Baruch atah Adonai Yisrael v'shalom. We're about to begin the Torah service, which is on page 195. Well, actually, I'm going to start it with Vayihi bin So on 196 and skip the Be'en Arachet, skip the Shema, go right from the Vayihi bin So and the end of that page on to Lecha, the Hakafa music, but no Hakafa. Jacob, do you want to actually lead the Torah service to that part, or do you want me to do it from here? Okay, so I'll do it from here, but while I'm over here, and the camera's still on me, I will remember to tell you where exactly we're going to be reading, which is Numbers chapter 19, verse 1, which if you have a Chumash, which most of you don't, granted is page 880, but any Tanakh, any Bible, any Torah commentary, any Chumash, hey, it's Numbers chapter 19 is about the paraduma, the red heifer, the red cow, the purification ritual used when someone has come into contact with a corpse. And it's so complicated, in fact, so mysterious, that even the rabbinic sages essentially punt and say, okay, when the Messiah comes, we'll know why we do this stuff. All right, here we go, page 196. Vayihi bin So Aaron, vayomer Moshe, Kuma Adonai ve'afutzu oivecha ve'anusu misanecha mipanecha ki mitzion tetzei Torah udevar Adonai mi'Yerushalayim Baruch Shenatan Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah, Le'amo Yisrael, B'kedushato. Gadol Adonai iti, and Ramah Shemo Yachdav, Lecha Adonai Hagedula, V'Hagevura, V'Hatiferet, Ve'anetzach ve'ahod Ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz Ki chol b'shamayim u'va'aretz Lecha Adonai hamamlacha Ve'hamitnaseh lechol erosh. All right, Jacqueline Paulchik will now be reading the Torah.
I just want to say hi to Ariella and Eyal and happy early birthday to Ariella. Vaydaber Adonai al Moshe v'al Aharon lemor. Zot hukat haTorah asher tziva Adonai lemor. Daber el bnei Yisrael vayiku Elecha para aduma tamima asher ein bamu asher lo ala alecha ol untatem ata el Elazar hakohen vehotzi ota el michutz hamachane v'shachat ota lefanav velakach Elazar hakohen midama be'etzba'o v'hizah el nocha panei el moed midama sheva panim v'saraf et hapara la'enav et ora v'et besara v'et tama al pirsha yisrov velakach HaKohen et Erez va'ezov u'shnei tola'at v'hishlich el toch Sarifat hapara.
Yashkoach, Yashkoach. So Jacqueline's now going to cover the Torah and put it away while I recite a Mishaberach blessing for the sick. Thinking especially today of Scott Lawrence, Chav Rafaela bat Sarah, Shoshana bat Shulamit Leah, Dalia bat Rezel, Chazan Shlomo Natan ben Nechama, Sima Sar bat Mariam Chana, Charles Sims, Barbara Rose, Esther bat Haika, Rivka Bluma bat Chava, Tovit bat Sarah, Yehudit bat Shulamit, Stephen Fegela, Amir ben Sila, Linda Doan, Chana bat Serel, Moshe ben Shlomo HaKohen Vabela, Simcha Simantov, Yitzhak ben Rachel, Etel Tova, bat Sima, Lou Burrow, Dvor bat Avraham Basara, Abby Faber, Chana Rivka bat Tovalea, Ilya Oak, Yechiel ben Eliza, Reuven ben Chana, Arlene Miller, Pastor Karen Stepko, Leah Yehudit bat Shana, Karina Gola bat Chadav Yehuda Tzvi. And one of the names that I mentioned there, Chazan Shlomo Natan ben Nechama, our Cantor Emeritus, Richard Kaplan, who had surgery this week for pancreatic cancer. He's already survived 2 years, but at this point he needed the surgery. And so from everything I understand, it was quite successful. And we wish speedy healing for Shlema to Cantor Kaplan as well as everyone else we've mentioned. Now, if there are any other names that you want to add to our prayers, say them out loud at this time. Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Uyivarech v'Yirapeh et hacholim El Narifana El Narifana la El Narifana El Narifana lahem Mishaberach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Uyivarech v'Yirapeh et hacholim. May God bless and heal all those who are sick, and may we continue to be with them in their time of need. The Haftarah is found on page 915 in the Chumash. It's Micah 5:6, and Jacqueline's going to be reading the beginning and the end of it, so that'll take us to basically to 6:8 or 6 something like that. So you start at chapter 5 verse 6, and then a couple verses, and then it'll go to chapter 6 verse 8. Now, I should tell you that this Haftarah doesn't go with the part of the Torah that was read. This week is a double portion, Chukat and Balak together. But because we only read the triennial cycle, the first third, we're only reading Chukat this week. But the Haftarah, when it's a double portion, goes with Balak. And the reason it goes with Balak is in the Balak Torah portion, we have the famous line, Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov, how good are your tents. That same word, or that same phrase, Ma tov, is repeated in the Haftarah, when through the prophet Micah asks God asks the people through the prophet Micah, what is good? And the answer, the very famous phrase, only to do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with God. So that's how it matches up. For those also who are just interested in this sort of obscure detail, we catch up to Israel this week. Since Passover, we have been on different Torah reading cycles because of where Pesach fell. And this week we have a double, and it catches up to their part of the system. So the whole Jewish world is reading the same thing. So I'm going to turn the camera once more back to Jacqueline for the reading of the Haftarah.
V'haya she'arit Yaakov b'kerev amim rabim ketalmid Adonai kirvivim עלי עשב אשר לא יקווה לאיש ולא ייחל לבני אדם, והיה שארית יעקב בגויים בקרב עמים רבים, כאריה כבהמות יער, ככפיר בעד רצון, אשר עם עבר, ורמס וטרף ואין מציל. תרום ידך על צריך, וכל אויביך יכרתו. הגיד לך אדם מה טוב, ומה אדוני דורש ממך, כי אם עשות משפט ואהבת חסד והצנע לכת עם אלוהיך.
Yasher Koach. All right, so now that that portion is ended, we will read the prayer for the country. After all, July 4th weekend, it seems most appropriate. And in our book, that's on page 223. That's the prayer for our country. And it's one we wrote here at Temple Beth Abraham, kind of acknowledging that we love our country. It has so many blessings and so much beauty, and yet not everyone always gets to share in those blessings, and so we try to acknowledge all those things. Page 223 in this book. Our God and God of our ancestors, we ask you to bless our country, its government, its leaders, its citizens, and its land. We offer a prayer of gratitude for the precious gift of living in a land blessed with sublime physical beauty, individual freedom, economic abundance, and a rich, magnificent history. We offer a prayer of thanksgiving for those who come before us, those whose sacrifices created a strong and vibrant nation. We acknowledge that there are those in our country who are suffering as well. We offer a prayer of hope for those whose cups are empty, for those whose freedoms have been curtailed, and for those who have not been able to share fully in all our country's blessings. We offer a prayer of support to the leaders of our government, understanding that leading a nation with such diversity and freedom is a difficult and daunting task. We offer a prayer of action to the citizens of our nation, that we understand our obligation to be involved in making our country a better place for all who live here. Our God and God of our ancestors, we ask you to bless our country, its government, its leaders, its citizens, and its land. And let us say, Amen. And the minimal sacrifice that we need to make right now is to wear your masks wherever you can. It's not a controversial statement, but appropriate time to say it. All right, sermon time. Actually, we will symbolically return the Torah to the Ark just by singing Eitz Chaim. Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomcheha me'ushar deracheha darchei noam v'chol netivoteha shalom Hashivenu Adonai Elecha v'nashuva Chadesh Yameinu kekedem Amen. All right. So a few weeks ago, you may remember that I talked about one of the symbols in our sanctuary, the menorah. That's right behind me, and the significance of that particular menorah with its 6 candles representing our unredeemed world, designed intentionally by the rabbi here in the 1960s, Rabbi Harold Schulweis. Well, today, I'm going to explain another symbol of our sanctuary that is right behind me, although it's sort of off to my right, and that is the Ark. The Ark which houses our Sifrei Torah, our Torah scrolls, and you basically see a bunch of Hebrew letters on them. I'm going to tell you about them in just a minute. They were chosen very particularly and symbolically by that same Rabbi Schulweis. Now, I knew this already, but I had the opportunity to delve into this more deeply a little over a week ago when the synagogue in Encino, California, Valley Beth Shalom, where he served after he served here at Temple Beth Abraham, they put on a special Harold Schulweis honoring learning session. They told a great deal of his story and in more detail. And I learned a few things that I hadn't known before, which I'm also going to share with you. Thank you, Anita Block, one of our members who told me about this program. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known about it. And thank you, Rabbi Eddie Feinstein of Valley Beth Shalom, for putting on this program and telling such amazing stories. So, to remind us, Rabbi Schulweis, Harold Schulweis, served this synagogue from 1953 to 1970 as the rabbi. He was 26 years old when he began. He made a huge impact here, although he made an even bigger impact in Southern California. But it relates to what is on the Ark there and what is this week's Haftorah portion. Because exactly what is on that Ark, even if you know Hebrew well, it's really hard to read. The letters are scrunched together. You can't tell what's a word and what's a pause, right? It all looks like a bunch scrambled together. But it is that quotation from Micah, which Jacqueline quoted. She chanted, Higid lecha Adam matov, uma Adonai doresh mimcha, ki im asot mishpat ve'avar chesed v'atznea lechet im Elohecha. It has been told to you, humanity, man, what is good, what does God require of you? Only to do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with God. Now, why is it on the Ark? And you may have noticed that it's on a whole bunch of arks throughout the country, including right across town, Temple Sinai, the Reformed congregation. But when Rabbi Schulweis put it on the Ark, it was one of the first to do so. Normally on the Ark, you find either the 10 Commandments, some shortened form of them, or the phrase, Da mi lifnei ata omed, know before whom you stand. And Rabbi Schulweis decided he wanted it as much human-centered as God-centered. He wanted this phrase, which really understands or underscores not just our faith in God, but our obligation to God as human beings, right? And this is true because Rabbi Schulweis was very human-centered. In fact, he was almost a Reconstructionist in his philosophy, even though he was ordained by the conservative movement's Jewish Theological Seminary, and he served only conservative synagogues. But he was very human-centered, less interested in the supernatural God. And in fact, he was so into this, and he caused so many problems and ripples while he was at the seminary, that rumor has it that the placement director sent him to Oakland, California to get him as far away as they possibly could, where he could do the least amount of damage, right? And yet, little did they know. Now, what we have in that quotation, it's very famous in the Talmud as well. In the Talmud, Makot 23b, Rabbi Simlai, when talking about the 613 commandments, 365 negative, representing the days of the year, 248 positive, representing the parts of the human body, he starts distilling it down to smaller numbers. Well, they're really 613, but, we could distill it down to 11. And he quotes Psalm 15. We could distill it down to 6, quoting Isaiah. We could distill it down to 3, quoting this passage in Micah, do justice, love mercy, and walk humbly with God. And then Isaiah again at 2, and then finally Amos and Habakkuk, who have 1. Amos is seek me and live, or Habakkuk, the righteous shall live by faith. But the Micah one is right in there with the three. So before I get into Schulweiss's take on this, what does it mean besides the obvious? Right? It's a beautiful quotation. That's why you see it everywhere. People talk about it, all kinds of religions. But what did it mean historically, rabbinically, to the Jewish people, besides what you think it means? Well, let's start with the first statement, which is, it is declared, Higid lecha, Adam ma tov uma Adonai doresh, humanity, what is good and what is required. So it can mean what is good and what is, what are you supposed to do, right? And these are the three things. Or you can read it, hey, humans, we already know what's good, but humans, what do you have to do? What are the requirements? So that's one area where rabbinic commentators have discussion and argumentation. Now let's look at the three things. Do justice. Now, we have a sense of what that means. Do the right thing, follow the law. But how Jewish commentators mostly took it, summarized by the Radak, Rabbi David Kimchi, who said, doing justice means keeping all the laws and commandments, specifically the ones involving people. Bein Adam lechavaro, between human beings, not the ones that are between you and God. That to really do justice, you have to follow all the commandments that deal with building a society, human to human. So that's the justice part. How about the second part, the avat chesed, loving mercy or loving kindness? And that same Radak says this refers to gemilut chasadim, going beyond what is in the law, doing acts of kindness for people. Now, they also, rabbinic sages, go into discussion about how you can't have one without the other. You cannot have justice without mercy, and you can't have mercy without justice. The world cannot stand. Genesis Rabbah 12:15, said the Holy One, if I create the world on the basis of mercy alone, its sins will be too great. But if I create it on the basis of justice alone, the world cannot exist. Therefore, I must create it with both justice and mercy. Now, what about humility? What about walking humbly? That has the most commentary, actually. And they say a couple different things. One is, humbly means in your relationship to God, right? If justice is about human beings, and even mercy to some extent is about human beings, when it comes to walking humbly, that is really about God and your relationship with God, which can be a private matter, or it can be a modest matter, or you can understand your place in the world. We're just people, and God is God. The Talmud, though, in Tractate Makot 23b, says that it literally means walking, doing mitzvot. And they give two examples. One is accompanying the bride and groom to the chuppah, and the other is accompanying the dead to the grave, right? And the reason they choose these two things is that you have to understand, as a marker of humility, that God is with us in the most joyous moments and in the saddest moments. So that's what it means by humility. But how does it pertain to our Rabbi Schulweiss? So now we're getting into a little of the history of our synagogue. So I mentioned that they tried to get him as far away from the East Coast as they could, far away in the West Coast, Oakland, California. It's not San Francisco. It appears to be, in 1953, wasn't exactly a quiet place, but it's not what it became. And Rabbi Schulweiss gets here, immediately fires the cantor. He gives these fiery sermons from, remember he's 26 years old, but he really was never 26. He was like 26 going on 60, from what I understand, his whole life. And he finds himself at the epicenter of this incredible cultural revolution right here in the Bay Area, and specifically in the East Bay. Everything from Black Panthers to the anti-war movement to Haight-Ashbury and the hippies, Cal Berkeley, the students there. And what this does is it gives him an outlet to apply his ideas of Judaism to the real world. And so let's look at
each of these three categories again, doing justice, loving mercy, and walking humbly in the sense of what Rabbi Schulweis did here in the 1960s. So if I want to talk about doing justice, I want to first mention the black community. Rabbi Schulweis was the only white member of the board, the local board of the NAACP. And he gets involved with the entire black community, with the black ministers, with the Black Panthers. But as they become more militant, and they go from sort of, serving breakfasts to the poor, to a message that is more about black power and sometimes even violence, he pushes himself out and he kind of gets pushed out as the black community wants to take ownership for themselves. And he actually wrote about this with sadness when he mentions that at his oldest son's bar mitzvah, the entire board, local board of the NAACP, was in attendance, and at his youngest son's, not a single one of them was there. And then you have the story of how one of his fellow ministers, a black minister in town, took him for a ride in the city of Oakland, and he showed him the pawn shops and the apartment buildings in his neighborhood, and he mentioned that they were owned by members of Temple Beth Abraham. And Rabbi Schulweis was incredibly affected by this, and so he goes and he gives a sermon. We got to get out of this business, called it slumlords. And anyone who is in this business must leave it now. And people literally got up out of their seats, not to get out of the business, but just to walk out of the synagogue. He gave that sermon on a high holidays in the late 60s, I think in 1968, and that was kind of the beginning of the end of his tenure here. Of course, ironically, he went to one of the wealthiest communities in the United States, in Encino, where you didn't have that kind of interaction, but still, that was a powerful sermon. People still remember it, mostly for the good, but at the time, it was very controversial. Do justice. Secondly, love mercy. So I want to give an example of when mercy was at play for him. You may not know this, but we talk about this idea of righteous Gentiles, the just among the nations. He was really one of the first people to ever talk about this, and he established this foundation for the righteous, and he did it because of an experience he had at one of these big giant, federation or some kind of dinners in San Francisco. It was at the Fairmount Hotel, and Ben Swig owned the hotel, and he introduces Rabbi Schulweis to the head of construction or head of maintenance at the Fairmount Hotel, who was a German man. Rabbi Feinstein said it was Fritz Graber, but I could not confirm that was his name in looking it up on the internet. But in any case, he introduces him to him, and Fritz Graber, the head of maintenance at the Fairmount Hotel, was a Nazi. And he told them that when he was in Nazi Germany, he was a construction engineer, and he put 5,000 Jews on his payroll and saved their lives. No one had heard of him. And Rabbi Schulweis said, did anybody say thank you for showing such mercy to the Jewish people? The answer was no, and that's when he established this organization to recognize all those righteous Gentiles who saved Jewish lives. Finally, the last one being humble, which was not necessarily his strong suit. And it's not that he had a big ego. It's just that he was so driven by his causes that he often was unaware of how what he said might have affected the people around him. He never did it for personal aggrandizement. That's really not at all what he was about. He was just about passion for cause. But he had one of the most humbling moments that anyone can imagine in his rabbinic career when he was in Encino, Yom Kippur. He had a congregant who had a son who was a young adult, and they were there for the final service of Yom Kippur. It was the Ne'ilah service. And the father talked the son wanted to go to this party, this break the fast in Malibu. And the father said, why don't you please just stay for Ne'ilah, the final service, the final shofar blow? And the son said, okay. And so then, by then it's dark, he went to drive to Malibu. It's a curvy road. And he was run off the road, and he died instantly that evening on Yom And the man is telling Rabbi Schulweis at his at his home. Schulweis is there trying to comfort the family. It's like what I would call an Elisha ben Abuya moment. This is a rabbi in the Talmud who has something similar happen. He witnesses somebody trying to observe a mitzvah, and he falls from a tree and dies, and he loses his faith. Incredibly humbling moment for him, and from that, Rabbi Schulweis developed what he called predicate theology, which basically means all we can really do is act godly in the world. We have no other choice. Tragedy will happen, but we can do our best to act godly in the world. So there you have it. I don't really know what much else to say, but I wanted to give you a little history of the symbolism of our ark, a little history of Rabbi Schulweis, who was such an important part of this congregation. It goes with the Haftorah, and I just want to end by repeating the words which are so profound, right? There's nothing else needs to be said about them. Higid lecha adam ma tov u'ma Adonai doresh mimcha. It has been declared to you what is good and what is required of you. Kim imasot mishpat v'avad chesed v'atznei lechet im Adonai im Elohecha. Only to do justice, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with Hashem. Shabbat Shalom. We will conclude with the silent Amidah, our Musaf service. That's how we begin. It is on page 239.
עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו amen. Ein Kelohenu time. If you got a kid who wants to sing along, time to get them a treat, but only if they sing. You can tell them that's what Rabbi said. Page 261. Ein Kelohenu, ein Kadonenu, ein Kemalkenu, ein Kemoshienu, Mi Eloheinu, mi Kadonenu, mi Kemalkenu, mi Kemoshienu, no del Eloheinu, no del Adonenu, no del Malkenu, no del Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkenu, Baruch Moshienu. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu, Atahu Shiktiru Avotenu, Lefanecha et Ketoret Hasamim. Aleinu, please rise. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon ha'kol, v'teiknu la'liotzer b'reshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומשה יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו, וגובהי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורתו, ידעת היום בהשבותה אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים, בשמיים ממעל, והארץ מתחת. Ein od. Kakatu b'toratecha Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, v'ne'emar v'chaya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu yihye Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. This time we lovingly recall the memory of our departed relatives and friends whose yahrzeits we observe during the coming week. Thinking especially today of Annie Adams, Daniel Barish, Isadora Baum, Joseph Berger, Anna Berman, Violet Burge, Brad Cypress, Rebecca Garfinkel, Rabbi Morris Goldberg, Isaac Gordon, Ruth Gordon, Abe Jacobs, Vera Jennings, Clara Toba Klein, Melba Datner Klein, Sadie Klein, Essie Landy, Jacob Leon, Zelek Levitt, Michelle Blau-Lockey, John Noah Miller, Victoria Nagar, Blanche Holden, Charles Slavsky, Sadie Unterberger, Shirley Wolf, Sarah Wolf. The memories of all of them with us. We ask anyone who wishes to join me in the Mourner's Kaddish, page 267. Yit Gadal v'yit Kadash Shemei Rabbah. V'alma divra chirutei v'amlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayerechot Beit Yisrael bagala uvizman kari v'imaru. Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach Leolam Lamei Amaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yitpa'ar V'yitromam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitale V'yitalal Shemei Dekudsha Orechu
Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'alma v'imru. Amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru.
Amen.
Oseh shalom b'imroma, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru. Amen. Zichronam livracha, may the memory of the people that you are thinking of today during Kaddish be a blessing to you always. And let us say, Amen. Okay, some announcements. Well, first of all, a big thank you to Jacqueline Palchik for reading Torah and Haftarah. Thank you to Susan Simon for being here and helping with all other things. Tonight, 9 p.m., Havdalah from my house. We will be doing songs celebrating July 4th, but Schoolhouse Rock style in particular. Should be a lot of fun. And let's see, Minyan on Monday and Thursday. John Golding will be leading. Susan Simon will be reading Torah on Monday. And let's see, next Saturday, it will be part of the service will be led by twins Aurora and Amalia Dornhelm Campbell, and so that will be fun. And I think that's it. Susan, anything to
Register for Beit Sefer.
register for our religious school, our Beit Sefer religious school? Still working out exactly how we're doing it, but it's going to be great. All right, I think that's it. Now, in celebration of July 4th, and one of our founding fathers, who was celebrated all weekend long by the Disney Channel, a little Hamilton Adon Olam. Just having a little fun here. Okay. So it's kind of hard to sing along with, and I also don't sing it that well, but it's fun, so we're going to do it. Oh, say, Shalom bimroma hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yishvei tevel ve'imru ve'imeru amen. Adon olam asher malach b'terem kol yitzir nivra ve'et nasa v'chefso kol azai melech shemo nikra ve'acharei kichlot hakol levado yimloch nora V'hu haya, v'hu hoveh, v'hu yiyeh b'tifara, Adon olam asher malach, da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, v'hu echad v'ein sheni להמשילו להכבירה בלי ראשית בלי תכלית לא העוז והמשרה והוא אלי וחי גואלי וצורכב לי בעת צרה והוא ניסי ומנוס לי מנת כוסי ביום אקרא אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא לעת נשא וחפצו כל אזי מלך שמו נקרא בידו אף כי רוחי בעת אישן ויהירה ואם רוחי גביעתי אדוני לי ולא יירא פרררתה da 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 kulam ba da 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 Shabbat shalom.